Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's one, I'm going to be sharing with you some updated tips on how you can spot a fake Moncler jacket. While some of the tips I'll be sharing with you are directly related to the Moncler Daniel jacket, you'll also be able to use some of them with other Moncler models as well. If you wanted to know a bit more about the authentic Daniel jacket in terms of how it fits, the pricing and stuff, you can click the top right now where I uploaded a fit review and just a brief introduction to that jacket. And in the same spot, I'll also link a real versus fake guide I released on the Moncler Maya jacket. Anyway, moving on to today's video, the first thing we're going to be looking at are these triangular tags. What you'll notice is that on the real ones, the engraving seems to be bolder, the letters seem to be a bit sharper, and there are also less markings on the tag itself. Moving on to the rectangular card tag, there are two main details you want to look at. That's the boldness of the Moncler again. The real one's a bit bolder. And then in terms of the actual card itself, the real one's actually a little whiter as well. I don't know if it shows up that well in the video, but I will also show a picture from my Instagram as well where it's a bit clearer. Next up, we have the Moncler logo badge on the arm. The two main details you want to look at here are the quality of the stitching and the embroidery. As you can see, the fake on the left, the stitching's been poorly done and this gives it away straight away. Whilst you're checking the jacket's authenticity, it's definitely worth bearing in mind that not all genuine Moncler badges will look exactly the same. Obviously, these jackets have been produced for a long time and over the years they have changed slightly. Some will look slightly different to others. But having said that, as long as you make sure the stitching's on point, the quality of the embroidery is good as well, then 9 times out of 10 you shouldn't have an issue with the authenticity. Now, touching on the zippers quickly, all you're looking for here is clarity in the logo. As you can see here, the genuine one on the right is slightly sharper. And you're going to see this as well on the back of the zipper where you've got the lampo detail. The difference is a lot smaller than it used to be, so you are going to struggle to use this to spot fakes. Even more so if you don't have a lot of experience with Moncler jackets. However, the point made still stands. The tricolor strip by the zipper on the jacket is another good detail to use. This one's only going to apply to select models like the Daniel model because not all the Moncler jackets have this detail. But if the jacket does have this detail, what you want to do is make sure each strip color is of equal width. If you look at the fake, as we go from top to bottom, you can see that the width of all the colors is messed up. It's not the same. It's not equal. If you look at the real one, you can see it is equal. In general, if you're seeing many signs of poor quality control, then it's going to be a fake. Moving on to the zippers, there isn't much to talk about here. The only differences seen were in the color and length of the zip track. With regards to the buttons, the Moncler engraving on the genuine ones was a bit thinner. And if you look at the button socket as well, that was also completely different. Turning the buttons inside out, the main difference appeared to be in the finishing on the metal. The fake was a lot shinier. The real one seemed to have a kind of brush type finish. Again, I can't say this applies to every Moncler jacket, but it's certainly the case in this comparison. Lastly, we're going to take a quick look at the inside labels. If we look at the real one first, what you're going to see is a bold Moncler print, proper spacing and alignment. Moving on to the fake, you'll see that the font is slightly off and it doesn't actually look as if it's been well aligned either. The stitching around the outside doesn't look as good on the fake either, but I have seen real ones where the stitching hasn't been the best, so I would actually avoid trying to use that as a way to spot fakes. The other label inside the jacket is the one that has the code on it. Now this one's fairly simple. All you're going to do is copy that code into code.moncler.com. If you're able to successfully register your code and the model that comes up on the system matches your jacket, then your jacket will be 100% authentic. If you have any issues, then it's going to flag up on the system and it's going to ask you for some extra details as well as some pictures of your product. And once you send this through to them, Moncler will eventually get back to you with a verdict on the authenticity of your jacket. If you found any of the tips in this video useful, make sure to leave a like. If you need extra help with anything, head over to @CloserLookOfficial on Instagram. Link will be in the description. And that's everything done. So I'm going to see you lot again on the next video.